A very good morning, class. I hope you all are fine. So we are continuing with the chapter number 2, global warming of geography. So today our topic is prevention of ozone layer depletion. Means the ozone layer that is getting reduced. Depletion means reduced. It is getting smaller, you can say, or less. Okay, so it is getting lesser day by day. So how we can prevent, or you can say how we can save it. Okay, how holes covering large areas in the ozone layer have been found due to the various activities of human beings. The holes, they are now covering large areas. Okay, holes, they are becoming larger day by day, big. Okay, holes are becoming big day by day in the ozone layer. Okay, these holes are becoming big in the ozone layer, and they are found. Why they are found means how they are formed. They are formed due to the various activities of human beings. Okay, because the means such type of pollution which is created by human beings, or you can say pollution from factories, from vehicles. So because of this type of pollution, so it is getting depleted day by day, and holes are becoming bigger. But it is not too late. But then also they are saying that it is not too late. We can save the ozone layer from getting depleted completely. Means now also they are saying that we can save this ozone layer, okay, from getting depleted. There are some ways by which we can stop further depletion of the ozone layer. So there are some methods, some ways are there. By using that methods, we can stop the depletion of ozone layer. We should stop using old refrigerators and air conditioning machines. Okay, so we should stop using old type of machines, refrigerator machines and air conditioning machines, as these older cooling machines emit a lot of chlorofluorocarbons, or you can say CFCs. They give out a lot of chlorofluorocarbons. It is a greenhouse gas. So because of that, it gives out a lot of pollution also, or you can say harmful chemicals also. So because of that, the ozone layer is getting depleted. Use of aerosols containing CFCs. Aerosols, you can say type of sprays, okay, like perfumes or something we are using. So they are we should stop using these aerosols which are containing CFCs. Okay, in these aerosols also there are CFCs, so we should not use such type of sprays or aerosols. We should check, okay, while you all are buying the sprays, you all should check firstly that whether it is containing CFC or not. Then one should be careful by while buying fire extinguishers. Okay, when you all are buying fire extinguishers, so you should be careful. There should be not halogenated carbons present in that fire extinguishers. Okay, halogenated are the compounds. Okay, so they are compounds of carbon, so it should be not present, and there should be not harmful chemicals in them. Okay, so because of that chemicals, the ozone layer also gets depleted. Then agricultural activities should be done. Okay, we should use such type of fertilizers. Firstly, we should plan and we should use such type of fertilizers where there is no bromine or chlorine. Okay, these two chemicals are not present in the fertilizers. We should use such type of fertilizers. Then a reduction air pollution. Reduction in air pollution can prevent ozone layer depletion, as most of the pollution is a result of burning of fossil fuel which emit gases like nitrous oxide and also cause ozone layer depletion. So what you say that there is a reduction, if the air pollution will reduce, so it will prevent ozone layer from getting depleted. Okay, as the pollution of from which you can say burning of fossil fuel. Okay, so from that you can say a lot of pollution is emitted out. Okay, like nitrous oxide and some other types of chemicals or gases are also emitted out. Now maintaining ecological balance. Okay, ecologically you can say relating to the relation of living organisms to one another. Okay, like we are dependent on one another. Okay, so how we can maintain our ecological balance? Our environment is a sum total of many interconnected systems. Our environment, it is a sum total of many interconnected systems, means we are connected with each other, systems are connected which together form a cycle, and this forms a cycle. Like the water cycle, the food chains and the food webs are also part of cycle. As water cycle is there na, so when the water it changes into water vapor, then it forms clouds, then it again rains. So like this there is a food chain and food web also, they are also a part of cycle. For example, the plants produce food from the energy of the sun. Okay, the plants, they produce their own food from the energy of sun. These plants are eaten by herbivores. Then these plants, they are eaten by herbivorous animals. Herbivorous animals are the animals those who eats these plants, or you can say grass. Okay, so those who feed on plants, so they eat these plants. After that, what happens in turn? These herbivorous animals are eaten by carnivores. Carnivores are the animals that feed on flesh, or you can say meat. Okay, so they eat these herbivorous animals. The death of these organisms leads to the breaking down of the molecules present in their bodies. So after their death, what happens? The molecules that are present in their body, they get mixed up with the soil. Okay, so they get mixed up with the soil, and this process is known as decomposition. After decomposition, the simple molecular forms of the minerals get mixed up in the soil, which is again used by the roots of the plants in photosynthesis. So after decomposition, when the molecules gets mixed up with the soil, so again they are used by the roots to prepare their food in photosynthesis. This is known as the cycle, or this is how the cycle is working continuously. So this is the food chain, or you can say food web, and this is the cycle how it is working continuously, and this is working regularly. Okay, and is maintaining a balance or an equilibrium. So there is a balance in the nature also, and there is equality in the environment. This balance is known as the ecological balance. Okay, but due to the various human activities like setting up industries, overuse of fossil fuels, deforestation, etc., the ecological balance is being disturbed. So what happens? Due to various human activities, the activities that humans are performing, like they are setting up their industries, they are using fossil fuels, they are burning fossil fuels. Okay, deforestation means cutting down of trees is done. So because of this, the ecological balance is disturbed, the nature is disturbed. Therefore, it is required that we pay attention towards our environment, that we should see our environment, we should pay attention towards our environment and try to act in such a way that can help maintain the ecological balance instead of destroying it. So we should work in such a way that we can save our environment instead of destroying it. Then management of natural resources. The excessive use of natural resources such as fossil fuels and minerals has led to a drastic reduction in the amount of these resources. So we are using these natural resources in excessive way. Excessive means more than necessary. Okay, so how much they are necessary, so we are using more than that, such as fossil fuels and minerals, and they had led to drastic reduction. Drastic means serious or extreme. Okay, reduction means they are now less in amount, in the amount of these resources. Now they are becoming less day by day. We need to use our natural resources wisely. Wisely means in a planned manner. Okay, so we should use them wisely. Overuse of resources should not be encouraged, means you should not give support to the overusing of resources. It should not be supported. Recycling and reusing the used resources are two ways in which a sustainable use of resources can be attained. How we can save our resources? By reusing and recycling it. Like you can say that water, it can be reused. Okay, the water with which we are washing our clothes. Okay, so with that water we can do something else also, na? So we can reuse the resources. Okay, and we can recycle and reuse them. Alternative sources, okay, means in place of that you are using something else. Okay, so alternatives can be used as such as solar energy, biogas, wind energy, etc. should be preferred to fossil fuels which are already depleting fast. So we should use these type of things because as our resources, they are depleting fast. To save them, we should use alternative sources. Then controlling population. The rise in the population of human beings. Okay, the population is increasing day by day. So there is a rise in the population of human being is one of the major threat to the ecological balance. See, if in one house, okay, if you will say that in a house, suppose we are having one house. Okay, so in this house you can say only 4 members are there. Okay, so there is a need of only 4 persons. Now if there will be increase in the population, okay, there will be 1 more or 2 more members, so we need for them also, na? So our demand will increase. Okay, so because of that they are saying that there is disturbance in the ecological balance. The ecological balance is disturbed if the population of one of the many species on earth increases, means of any one one type of, okay, means any one type of population it increases on the earth, so it is because of that the ecological balance is disturbed, and if the population is increasing in the unlimited manner, okay, this creates a pressure on the natural resources. So here you can see it is a pressure, na? So firstly they were using for 4, now they have to use for 6, so there is a pressure on natural resources and degrades the environment in many ways. So it can destroy or it can decay the environment in many ways. So thus it is necessary to control human population. So we should control human population. Then saving water and electricity. The unlimited use of water has led to the lowering of the water table. So we are using water in unlimited way, okay, means just we are overusing the water. So because of that, you know, we are having one water table, okay. For example, this is our ground, so under the ground we are having one water table, okay. So means what amount of water we are having, so that is lowering, okay, or you can say that is depleting, that is also reducing day by day. If the misuse of water continues, the day will come when there won't be any water left for consumption. So if we will misuse the water like this, the day is not far, okay, that day is not far when there will be no water left for consumption. Consumption means the action of using a resource, okay, we are using it, na? So if there will be no water, how we will use, okay. The excessive use of electricity more than necessary, excessive more than necessary, we are using electricity also in an excessive manner, on the other hand creates pressure on the natural resources, as we need natural resources to produce electricity, as we know that water is used to produce electricity, so it creates pressure on the natural resources also. Then planting trees. Excessive deforestation has led to an imbalance in nature, as plants are the only producers of food on which all other organisms depends. Plants are the only producers, okay, plants they themselves they prepare their own food, okay. So other little organisms are there, some animals are there, they also depend on plants. So if we are cutting trees like this, so they have to suffer, okay. So there is imbalance in the nature. Because of that, planting trees will help maintain the cycle of nature. If we are cutting one tree, so we should plant 4 more trees, okay. So because of this planting of trees, there can be maintained, the balance can be maintained, okay. Moreover, trees absorb carbon dioxide and other pollutants naturally, which can help reduce global warming and air pollution. See, the trees they absorb carbon dioxide, okay, they are taking the carbon dioxide and they are taking in some pollutants also, okay. Pollutants, you can say the substances which spread pollution, okay. So they take in the pollutants also, and because of that, what we can say, there is a reduction in global warming also, and the air pollution will also get reduced. Thus planting of as many trees as possible is necessary and important to maintain ecological balance. So to maintain our balance it is important, and to reduce the pollution it is important to plant the trees. So beta, our chapter is completed. I hope the chapter is clear to you. We will start with new chapter in new video. Thank you. That's all for today.